Decluttering your home at this stage of life is not just about getting rid of things. It is about gently peeling away the layers of what no longer serves you, so that you can breathe easier, move more freely, and feel more at peace in the place you call home. As women, we've spent decades caring for others, keeping everything just in case someone might need it, holding on to items because of what they once meant. But now, this is your time. A time for comfort, a time for clarity, a time to create a home that reflects who you are today, not who you were 20 or 30 years ago. So today, I invite you to take a quiet, thoughtful walk with me through your home. We are not rushing. We are not judging. We are simply noticing. Room by room, memory by memory, we will explore what to keep and what you might gently let go of, with love, with care, and with deep respect for the life you've lived. Because decluttering is not about loss. It is about making space for joy, for peace, and for the next beautiful chapter of your life. 1. Decorative items that no longer bring you joy. Let's begin in the heart of your home, the living room. Over the years, many of us have lovingly collected little figurines, souvenirs from travels, framed photos, or gifts from friends that once meant the world to us. But somewhere along the way, the shelves became full, the tabletops crowded, and the energy in the room started to feel heavy instead of warm. This is not about getting rid of your memories. It is about making space for the memories that still make you smile. Take a slow, quiet look around. Which items do you truly love? Which ones still tell your story? If there are pieces that feel like background noise now, it is okay to let them go. Choose 2 or 3 truly meaningful items to keep on display. Maybe your mother's music box, a seashell from your anniversary trip, or a photo that makes you laugh every time you see it. The rest? You can lovingly pack them away, donate them, or gift them to someone who might enjoy them as much as you once did. Letting go of visual clutter helps your home feel calmer, cleaner, and more peaceful. And most importantly, it allows the pieces that matter to truly shine. Remember, you're not erasing your past. You're honoring it by choosing what still brings you peace today. 2. Furniture that no longer suits your life. Now let's talk about the furniture in your home. Maybe once, long ago, you had a house full of guests, family dinners, holiday parties, grandkids running through the hallways. You might still have that large dining table with 10 chairs, or that big recliner that's seen better days. But ask yourself honestly, does this furniture still serve your needs today? Or is it just taking up space and collecting dust? Many women find that large or unnecessary furniture starts to make the home feel cluttered or difficult to navigate. Maybe your favorite armchair is now tucked behind other pieces you no longer use. Maybe walking from the kitchen to the living room isn't as easy as it used to be because there's simply too much in the way. You deserve to move freely in your home. You deserve a layout that feels open, gentle, and welcoming. Consider simplifying. Keep the pieces that are truly useful, comfortable, and beautiful to you. If you are holding on to a table or cabinet for sentimental reasons, take a photo of it or pass it along to a family member who would treasure it too. Letting go of oversized or unused furniture can bring a surprising sense of freedom. It is a way to say, my home fits my life today, and that's enough. 3. Bulk items and stockpiles that no longer make sense. Let's step into the kitchen or pantry for a moment. You might have been used to shopping in bulk, buying 30 rolls of paper towels, giant jars of condiments, or enough canned goods to feed a small army. For many of us, that was a habit formed from years of managing a busy household or preparing for every possibility. But now, your needs have changed. You are not cooking for 5 or planning for endless guests. And having shelves full of bulk products might actually be creating more stress than security. Large containers can be heavy to lift, hard to store, and sometimes expire before you ever use them. Instead of stocking up out of habit or fear, try keeping just what you need for the next couple of weeks. Make a short, simple shopping list and consider using a grocery delivery service. It's easy, it's convenient, and it saves you the trip. You deserve a pantry that feels organized and manageable, not overwhelming. Let go of the pressure to be fully stocked all the time. Trust yourself to get what you need when you need it. Less bulk means less burden, and in its place, more ease, more space, and more calm. 4. Kitchen gadgets. You rarely or never use. Now, let's open that kitchen drawer or cabinet, the one filled with odd gadgets you forgot you even owned. Maybe there's a waffle maker from the 1980s, an avocado slicer you used once, or a bread machine that's been gathering dust for years. Here's the truth. Most kitchens only need a few good tools to be fully functional. A sharp knife, a sturdy cutting board, and a couple of reliable pans can take you far. But many of us collect tools thinking we'll use them someday, and that someday never quite comes. Every extra appliance or tool takes up space, not just physical space in your kitchen, but also mental space. It can make cooking feel more complicated and cluttered. And if something hasn't been touched in over a year, chances are it's not something you truly need. Keep what you use regularly and let go of the rest. You can always borrow or repurchase something if the need ever arises. But chances are, you won't miss that yogurt maker or electric egg peeler. Instead, you'll enjoy a kitchen that's easier to clean, easier to navigate, and more enjoyable to spend time in. This is your kitchen. Let it reflect your current needs, not your past intentions. And let it be a place where meals feel like love, not labor. 5. Clothing that no longer fits your life or body. Now let's walk into your closet. For many women, this is the hardest part. We hold on to dresses we wore once and never again. Shoes that pinch. Suits from a career we've retired from. Or outfits we keep just in case we ever go back to that version of ourselves. But here's the thing. You are not who you were 20 years ago. And that's a beautiful truth. You've grown, you've changed. You've earned the right to feel comfortable, confident, and free in the clothes you wear now. When you open your closet, it should feel like a reflection of the woman you are today, not a museum of who you used to be. Keep the clothes that make you feel good, physically and emotionally. Keep what fits well, feels soft, and brings a smile to your face. Let go of the rest. Donate gently worn items to women who might truly need them. You'll be surprised at how empowering it feels to release clothes that carry pressure, guilt, or outdated expectations. As one woman told me, "The day I gave away my high heels was the day I finally stood tall." You deserve a wardrobe that fits not just your body, but your life. And you deserve to open your closet and feel nothing but ease, grace, and joy. 6. Duplicate items you'll never use all at once. Let's talk about the extras. The second slow cooker, the third set of measuring cups, the drawer full of identical spatulas. Over time, it's easy to collect multiples of the same thing. Maybe we forgot we had one, or we thought we might need a backup someday. But now, all those duplicates are just taking up space. The truth is, you probably only use one set of mixing bowls, 1 or 2 good spatulas, and 1 reliable casserole dish. The rest? They sit untouched, making cabinets harder to navigate and drawers harder to open. You might even avoid using a space because it feels too full or overwhelming. This isn't about scarcity, it's about clarity. When you keep only what you truly use, everything becomes easier to find and more pleasant to handle. Try this. Pick your favorite version of each item. The mixing spoon that feels right in your hand, the towel set that's still soft, the dish set that brings you a little joy. Let the rest go. Donate those extras to someone starting out, perhaps a young woman setting up her first apartment, or a local shelter. Your overflow could be someone else's blessing. You're not losing anything. You're gaining peace, simplicity, and more breathing room in your own space. 7. Hobby supplies. From projects you've moved on from. We all have creative phases. Maybe it was knitting, painting, sewing, or scrapbooking. At some point, the inspiration was strong, and the supplies began to pile up. Fabric you never cut, brushes barely used, or a bin of scrapbook stickers still in their packaging. Here's what many women quietly confess. Seeing those supplies now doesn't bring joy. It brings guilt. Guilt for projects never finished. Guilt for money spent. Guilt for not being who you once imagined you'd be. But I want you to hear this clearly. You are allowed to grow beyond an interest. Letting go of a hobby does not mean you failed. It means you've evolved. You are not the same woman you were 5 years ago, and that's perfectly okay. If you have supplies you no longer use, consider donating them to a school, a local art group, or a church program. Someone out there is ready to create, and your tools could become part of their new beginning. Keep only what still inspires you. If you feel excitement holding that sketch pad, then keep it. But if your heart is quiet when you touch the yarn, it's okay to pass it on. This is your season to enjoy, not to carry creative burdens from the past. 8. Sentimental items with no clear place or purpose. This may be one of the hardest categories, things that hold memories. Old letters, birthday cards, your mother's china, a baby blanket from your grown child, and these are not just objects, they're pieces of your life, and they deserve care. But when every item becomes sacred, the truly sacred ones get lost in the pile, and eventually, the weight of it all becomes heavy, not just on your shelves, but in your spirit. You're not throwing away love when you let go of a keepsake. You're choosing to honor a few memories more deeply, rather than drowning in many. One woman I spoke with said she chose her favorite 10 photographs, framed them beautifully, and let go of boxes of blurry forgotten prints. She said her home felt lighter, but fuller somehow. You might consider scanning old photos or writing down memories tied to a special item. Then, pass the physical object on to a family member, a friend, or even a memory box for future generations. Your story will not be lost. It lives in you, in the lives you've touched, and in the peace you now choose. Let go with love. You are not erasing the past. You're setting it free. 9. Expired medications and half-used toiletries. Let's peek into your medicine cabinet and bathroom drawers. You might be surprised by how many expired medications, old lotions, or nearly empty bottles are still sitting there. It happens to all of us. We hold on, thinking we might use them again, but they just stay tucked away, forgotten. Old medications can be unsafe. Expired prescriptions may lose their effectiveness, or worse, cause harm. That face cream from 10 years ago? It's probably no longer good for your skin. And those things you meant to finish but never did? They just create clutter. Take a few minutes to go through everything. Check the expiration dates. Keep only what you actively use and know is still good. The rest can be tossed safely. Your local pharmacy may even offer a medication take-back program. Cleaning out this space has more impact than you might expect. Your bathroom becomes easier to clean. Your daily routine feels more organized. And most of all, you feel in control, not overwhelmed. You've done enough in your life to earn comfort and ease. You don't need to navigate through clutter every morning. You deserve a clean, simple space where every item supports your well-being. 10. Extra towels, bath mats, and bathroom decor. Have you ever opened your linen closet and been greeted by towers of towels, most of which you never use? Or looked around your bathroom and realized there are more candles, extra mats, or baskets than you need? Bathrooms are often small, and too many extras can make them feel crowded and chaotic. Simplifying your bathroom is one of the quickest ways to refresh your entire home. Keep just a few soft, absorbent towels that you love. One extra bath mat is more than enough. Let go of decorative items that no longer bring joy or serve a purpose. A calm, uncluttered bathroom is easier to clean, safer to move around in, and more peaceful to start and end your day. One woman shared that she let go of half her towels and suddenly had space to breathe when opening the closet. It was a small change that made a big difference. Your bathroom should feel like a little retreat, not a forgotten storage room. Choose what brings comfort and let go of the rest. This is your space to relax and restore, and you deserve to walk in and feel a quiet kind of joy. 11. Gardening tools you no longer use. You may have spent many lovely afternoons in your garden, planting flowers, pulling weeds, or watching tomatoes ripen in the sun. That patch of earth may have brought you great peace over the years. But if your knees ache now, or your hands don't quite grip like they used to, it's okay to recognize that your relationship with gardening may have changed. The tools, the heavy bags of soil, the dozens of empty pots, they might still be sitting in the garage or shed, waiting for a season that may no longer come. And every time you see them, you may feel a small pang of guilt or pressure. Let's shift that feeling. What if you let go of the things that no longer support your life today? Keep one or two tools you still enjoy using, maybe a small spade or a pair of gloves for planting herbs. The rest? You can gift them to someone just discovering the joy of gardening. A neighbor, a school, a community garden. You're not giving up. You're choosing a new way to spend your energy. Maybe it's a few potted plants on your porch instead of a full backyard. Maybe it's simply admiring nature instead of tending to it. You've already planted so much beauty. Now, let yourself rest and enjoy the view. 12. Outdated books and magazines. Books can be one of the most personal and cherished items we collect. They hold ideas, stories, and comfort. But over time, shelves fill up. You might have novels you finished years ago, outdated magazines stacked in corners, or guidebooks from trips long since taken. Holding on to books we've outgrown can unintentionally crowd out the space for books we still love or want to discover. If your shelves feel packed and your reading list feels overwhelming, it might be time to gently sort through what you have. Ask yourself, would I read this again? Does this still bring me joy or value? If the answer is no, that's okay. Let those books find a new home. Libraries, senior centers, or secondhand shops would be thrilled to receive them. You can keep a small, curated collection of the books that truly speak to your soul, the ones you return to again and again, the ones that feel like old friends. Everything else can be passed along with love. Your home is not a library. It is a reflection of your current self. And sometimes, letting go of old pages makes room for new chapters. 13. Extra bathroom accessories and decor. Bathrooms tend to collect more clutter than we realize. You might have extra towel racks, decorative soaps you never use, baskets full of unused items, or mats that haven't been washed in ages. While these things once seemed useful or pretty, too many can turn a calming space into a chaotic one. Simplifying your bathroom accessories can give you back a sense of peace. Choose one or two items that are both beautiful and functional. A soft towel in your favorite color, a candle that still makes you smile, a basket that actually holds what you need. The rest? Let it go. And as for those extra bath mats, faded shower curtains, or half-used organizers, they are only adding noise to a space that should feel serene. Your bathroom is where you start and end your day. It should support you, not distract you. A decluttered space here can actually improve your mood, your energy, and even your sleep. This is not just about tidiness, it's about self-care. You deserve to walk into a room that feels light, clean, and comforting. Let it be your little sanctuary. 14. Unused sports or exercise equipment. Treadmills that became laundry racks, dumbbells that gather dust in the closet, yoga mats rolled up for years. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. Many women keep exercise equipment with the hope that one day they'll return to it. But if that day hasn't come, it might be time to be kind to yourself and let those things go. Holding on to unused gear often brings more guilt than motivation. It silently tells you what you're not doing instead of supporting who you are right now. You don't need fancy machines or heavy weights to stay active. A daily walk, gentle stretches, a bit of dancing in the living room. That's more than enough to keep your body moving and your spirit bright. If you have equipment that no longer fits your routine or feels too difficult to use, donate or sell it. Let it go without shame. You're still caring for your health, but in a way that works for your life today. There's no prize for keeping old workout tools. The real reward is listening to your body and choosing joy over pressure. 15. Holiday decorations you no longer use or enjoy. Let's talk about something that touches the heart. Holiday decorations. For many women, these are not just objects in a box. They are pieces of memory, wrapped in tissue paper and stored in closets and garages. That Christmas angel that once sat on the tree while your children opened gifts. The Thanksgiving centerpiece you brought out every year since your husband was still alive. The box of Valentine's Day hearts from when your grandchildren were small. But over time, something changes. The decorating becomes more tiring. The boxes feel heavier. The joy starts to mix with a little sadness. Maybe the holidays don't look the same anymore. Fewer people come over. Some loved ones are gone. Some traditions have gently faded away. And yet, the decorations remain, stacked high in bins, quietly waiting for a season that no longer comes in quite the same way. You are not alone if you feel unsure about letting them go. There's a part of you that thinks, if I give this up, am I giving up the memory? But I want to tell you this, from one woman to another, letting go of an item does not mean letting go of what it meant to you. The love remains. The memories stay with you. They are not in the snow globe or the tinsel. They're in your heart, in your stories, in the way you light up when you talk about those past holidays. Start with one bin. Open it slowly. Pick up each item and ask yourself, does this still bring me joy? Or is it here out of habit? Keep the pieces that warm your heart. That handmade ornament from your daughter. The old menorah that still glows with meaning. The wreath that makes your door feel like home. These are treasures. But the rest, the faded lights, the broken figurines, the entire collection of themed table runners you haven't used in years, it's okay to bless them and pass them on. Consider giving some decorations to family members who might love them as much as you once did, or donate them to a local community center, a church, or a thrift store where someone starting new traditions will be thrilled to find them. One woman told me she used to keep 8 bins of Christmas decorations. It took me hours to put everything up, and even longer to take it down, she said. Now I use one box, one small box, and I love every single thing in it. You see, there's a freedom that comes from simplifying, not just in space, but in spirit. You're not decorating less because you care less. You're decorating in a way that fits your life now. That honors your energy, your time, and your heart. Your joy doesn't live in plastic storage boxes. It lives in music, in laughter, in the smell of something baking, in the faces of the people you still hold close. And even if your holidays are quieter now, they can still be full of light, full of peace, and full of meaning. So when you look at those decorations this year, ask yourself, what do I truly love? What feels like me right now in this beautiful season of life? Keep only that, because darling, You've earned the right to make room for peace and let go of pressure. You're not letting go. You're making space. My dear friend, if you've made it this far, I want to take a quiet moment to say something important. You are not letting go of things. You are making space for peace, for clarity, for yourself. This journey is not about tossing things out. It's about honoring your life. Every drawer you've sorted, every memory you've touched, every item you've chosen to keep or release, each one is a step toward a home that fits who you are now, not who you used to be. And who you are now? She is wise. She is strong. She is allowed to rest. She is allowed to choose ease over obligation. She is allowed to let her space breathe. You've spent a lifetime giving, building, and caring. Now, it's your turn to receive space, stillness, and simplicity. You're not meant to carry it all anymore. You've done enough. You are enough. So, take your time. One shelf, one moment, one breath at a time. There's no rush. There's no perfect. There's only what feels right for you. And if something inside you feels lighter now, just a little, then know this. That is freedom taking root. That is your soul whispering, "Thank you." If this message spoke to your heart, I gently invite you to share it with another woman walking this same path. And if you'd like to keep walking together, you are always welcome here. Until next time, take good care of yourself. You are deeply valued, and you are never, ever alone.